the end doesn't justify the means. We won a football game, but we practiced poorly on Tuesday and practiced mediocre on Wednesday, and we just can't do that. We've got to come out every single day and practice well, and that's about achieving excellence. Excellence is giving the best you can do, with your ability. It's not necessarily, win or lose. And I think that can be a false picture. And that's what we want to do, is we want to be excellent. That's a higher goal, to give your very best every single day, and that should equate to wins. Oftentimes it doesn't. I think Tech was probably excellent in their preparation and didn't come out with a W. But a loftier goal is to be excellent, and when that happens, I think you not only have an opportunity to win more football games just in that given week, but you have a lot more chance for improvement. If you are excellent every week, you have a lot more improvement down the end. That may have been what cost us, against Richmond. You have a bad practice on a Monday this week, and then the next week you have a bad practice on a Tuesday, mediocre practice on Wednesday, and those things start adding up. Next thing you know, you're in the playoffs against a team that's been excellent all year long, and you're get whipped by 30 points. So that's something we're going to talk about today and hopefully improve upon. I think number one is just how hard everybody's been playing. It's a thing we cut on the tape to see that everybody to a man is playing physical and playing hard as they can. There's just a lot of great effort going on out there, and a lot of toughness. I felt good coming out of spring, especially our corner play, and really thought our inside linebackers were playing well, and that's been true. I think that where there were some question marks, was our front, and I think those guys are playing, as well as anybody, especially the inside guys. Really pleased with how our three guys inside there, Emery Teague and Uriah Grant and Andrew Susie. Those three guys are really having a nice rotation and playing well in there. And Chris Hall is playing really good, and Yameen Thomas, a guy that's really hadn't had a career here just yet. And then safety was the other question mark, and I think those guys are getting more comfortable in what they're doing, and they're playing well too. Patrick McClellan and Robert Dees, in particular, those two guys are really playing good. Marcus Williams is starting to come on for us. I think the layoff maybe hurt the offense more than the defense. Kind of when you're in the spring or you're in fall camp, defense is always ahead of the offense. When you have we had 16 days in between games, so it was almost like a camp situation again, and it's real hard to we're out there trying to create situations, but it's tough to simulate it exactly how it is, and so those things I think favor a defense as far as not looking as rusty, or having the opportunity to look rusty, and I think the offense, kind of showed that 16-day layoff or 16 days in between games a little bit more than the defense did. But Murray is a huge rivalry for us, in-state rival. The game I remember, more than any, and I'm not exactly sure of the year, but we had a long, conference winning streak, and as one of the, first years I was here, might have been the first year I was here, and it's when I didn't truly understand, the tradition of EKU football, and we went down there and they beat us and stormed the field and tore down the goalpost, and I remember watching that going, wow, that must have been a pretty big deal, to beat us, to see their reaction. And I remember that, like it was yesterday. I don't remember the score and all those particulars, but I think it was we had a pretty long winning streak going in the conference, and they ended it.